American football didn't start with roaring stadiums, multi-million-dollar contracts, or perfectly designed playbooks. Its story began quietly, on uneven college fields in the late 19th century, where the rules were unclear, the gear was almost non-existent, and the game itself was closer to a chaotic brawl than an organized sport. But inside that chaos was the spark of something that would grow into one of the most defining elements of American culture. The very first documented game, played in 1869 between Rutgers and Princeton, would be unrecognizable to modern fans. Players wore wool clothes, leather boots, and absolutely no protective equipment. There was no forward pass, no formations as we know them, and no professional coaches calling plays. Spectators stood shoulder to shoulder behind simple wooden fences, watching two groups collide in a mix of rugby, soccer, and raw determination. It was messy, dangerous, and completely unpolished, yet it marked the start of a national tradition. By the early 1900s, the game became so rough that serious injuries were common. Public concern grew loud enough to reach the White House, prompting President Theodore Roosevelt to intervene. His involvement pushed universities to form associations and create standardized rules. This was the era when helmets, thin leather ones, finally appeared. They offered minimal protection, but they signaled a shift toward safety and structure. Formations became more organized, and strategy replaced pure force. Slowly, football developed a recognizable identity. In the 1920s and 1930s, American football stepped beyond college campuses and began forming what would become the National Football League. Players gained early celebrity status, though nowhere near the star power seen today. Crowds expanded, stadiums evolved, and for the first time, communities felt a deep connection to their local teams. The forward pass, once revolutionary, changed everything. Suddenly, the game opened up, it became faster, more creative, and more tactical. Football was transforming from a brutal contest into a dynamic sport filled with possibilities. The next major turning point came with the rise of television in the 1950s through the 1970s. When games started being broadcast nationwide, football moved from local entertainment to a national obsession. Suddenly, fans across the country could witness legendary plays in real time. Monday Night Football became a cultural event, and families gathered around their TVs to watch heroes emerge from the screen. Stadiums grew louder, and the NFL embraced the attention. Football wasn't just a sport anymore, it was a show. By the 1980s and 1990s, football entered its golden era of personality and spectacle. Star athletes became icons, their faces plastered across billboards and magazine covers. Companies like Nike helped shape the modern football identity, turning players into cultural symbols. Stadiums expanded into massive, high-tech arenas. The Super Bowl evolved into one of the biggest events in American entertainment, a day when sports, business, music, and culture collided. This era cemented football as a nationwide phenomenon. The 2000s marked the beginning of a new transformation, the rise of data, analytics, and performance science. Training facilities no longer relied solely on intuition. Instead, players ran through drills connected to early biomechanical sensors that measured everything: speed, pressure, acceleration, strain. Coaches analyzed film with mathematical precision, discovering patterns invisible to the human eye. Strategy shifted again. Teams used analytics to predict plays, map opponent tendencies, and maximize efficiency. Football wasn't only a physical game anymore, it became a scientific one. And then came 2025, the era we live in now, where innovation shapes almost every aspect of the sport. Modern helmets use shock-absorbing materials far beyond anything imagined even 2 decades ago. Uniforms are engineered to reduce weight and increase mobility. Sidelines light up with AR overlays that instantaneously track biometrics, heart rate, hydration, reaction time. Coaches use AI-assisted analysis to adjust strategies mid-game. Drone cameras capture plays from impossible angles, and advanced replay systems deliver frame-by-frame accuracy. The modern NFL is a mixture of athleticism, technology, entertainment, and advanced science. Yet despite all the progress, American football has managed to preserve its soul. The traditions remain, the pre-game anticipation, the roar of the crowd, the tension before the snap. High school players still dream of Friday nights under the lights. College fans still pack stadiums with unmatched passion. And professional athletes still step onto the field with the weight of legacy on their shoulders. What makes football so uniquely American isn't simply the game itself, it's the story behind it. It's the spirit of grit and innovation, the idea that teamwork can overcome any challenge, and the belief that progress comes from pushing limits. The sport evolved with the country, adapting to new eras, new technologies, and new generations. Every decade reshaped the game, yet its emotional core never changed. From muddy fields to billion-dollar stadiums, from leather helmets to cutting-edge analytics, American football reflects the evolution of America itself, bold, ambitious, and constantly reinventing. And as the sport steps deeper into the future, one thing is clear, its greatest chapters are still being written.
Bye everyone, thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.